Hi all of you, back with another video on RHCSA course. So in this video I'm going to show you what are some basic commands on Linux. So let me just start my server of Red Hat. So this is my Red Hat machine, as you already know who are watching my playlist from beginning. So I have started my server. Now its state is now pending. So let me just configure keys, open puttygen. Now it's time to load saved key. Let me show you. So there is your Red Hat. Where is your Red Hat one? There is your Red Hat one. Now it's time to open this, as well as you have to open this key in putty. Also in go on SSH on auth. Now browse your key, same key. Alright, browse that same key which you have loaded in your putty gen. This one, Red Hat. Now you have to paste here your public IPv4. Let me, so as you can see that my server is now running. Let me copy its IP, and now it's time to paste here. Now it's time to open, and it's time to accept as well. Login as EC2-user. Alright, now let me change its appearance first. Change setting, session, not session, appearance. Change appearance. Font size should be 26 and font should be unispace bold. Now color should be, I think yellow is good. So now as you can see that, let me clear the screen. So there is a command to clear screen, as well as you can do it by pressing Ctrl plus L. So let me run this command, clear. Now you can see my screen is clear. It is not that content is not removed. If you scroll up, that is there. Just it has cleared the screen for you to write commands. So now as you can see here, EC2 @ this is IP. Alright, @ IP. So it is EC2 is your user and this is your IP. Let me show you the IP. This is your private IP. Let me show you. So you can see here, this is your private IP. Alright, as you can see here, and this is your public IP. So it is showing your private IP. So to be a root user, which means root user is your admin user who can do anything on this machine. For that, command is sudo -i, and now you can see that this will change to root. Now you can see that your this has changed, is from EC2 to root. Now you are a root user and your IP is same. Alright, and everything is same. So when you are a regular user, so $, if there is $, it means that you are a regular user, and if there is hash, it means you are a root user, and you can check by this as well. Alright, but in company you will assign as a regular user, because root user can do anything on machine. So for security purposes they provide you a user. Already they create your username and they provide the credentials. So now let's talk about some basic commands. Let me clear the screen by pressing Ctrl plus L. So now it's time to show you how to create file. First let me show you how to create file. Like this is folder Windows. Like this is a folder 3D object. Alright, let me open this. There is nothing. If I want to create file on Windows, now I am on Windows. This is your GUI. GUI means graphical user interface. So if you want to create a file here, how can you do that? You will open this plain text. Now you write here name, file1, file 1. Now if you want to add text, you can do open like this, and you can add text like this. Hi, my name is Saitya. Alright, you can add stuff like that, and you can save like this. Alright, you can save, and now you can close. how to create a file in Linux. The question comes, how to create file in Linux. This is very basic command. You have a command cat, and now you have to use greater sign. Alright, greater sign towards cat. Now you have inserted greater sign. Alright, now you have to write file name, like I want to write file1, and now I am in that file, which means, like I have already showed you, I am in that file. Now I am in that file, in that blank file. Now right now I am in that blank file, because this is your CLI, so there is no cursor. You have to run a command for everything you do. Alright, so now if you want to write something, please share these videos. Alright, so I have written some stuff in this file. Now to move out from the file, first you have to go to next line, and after that, now I am at the next line. Alright, now you have to press Ctrl+D to get out. Now I am out. Now it's time to clear screen. Alright, clear screen by pressing Ctrl+L, or you can clear screen by writing this as well. Alright, so now if you want to check where is my file, you can't see you have created a file in Windows. Let me show you. If you want to see files, how you can see that? Document. Now this, not this, let me open something else. Now you can see that there are some files. You don't have to write command, because this is your GUI. GUI means graphical user interface. But in CLI, which is your command line interface, there is a command in Linux which is ls, which is a short form of list. When you run ls, now you can see there is file1. If you want to check what is in that file1, what is stuff in that file1, there is a command cat file1. You don't have to write that again, because it will overwrite again. So you don't have to write, because your file is already created. Now you just have to write cat space file name. Now you can see the stuff. Please share these videos. Alright, now it's time to again clear screen, Ctrl+L. There is no need to clear screen again and again, just I am doing for you all to understand better, to understand the shortcuts of Linux as well. Alright, so now one more. If you want to make a folder in your Windows, how you can do that? You can do like this, new folder. Alright, and you can name that. But in Linux, in CLI, there is a command. Everything, every stuff you do, every task you do in this Linux, there is a command for that. Mkdir is command. Mkdir means make directory. As I already showed you in this one, that you can see here. Let me point, where is that? So as I already showed you in my first video of this playlist, that your in Windows there is your folder, you call folder. In Linux you call directory. So your command is mkdir, which means make directory. This is short form of mk, is short form of make, dir is short form of directory. Mkdir. Now you have to write name of directory which you want to create. So let me write name new folder. We don't call folder in Linux, but I have named this directory as a folder, new folder. Alright, if I press enter, now you can see my folder is created. How to see? As I already told you, you have to run list command. What is list command? ls. You can see there is one file which I created recently, and also new folder. Alright, I think now you all are familiar how this CLI works. So let me show you those files which I have talked about in my first video of file system, where these files exist. Alright, so let me show you. First you have to exit from here. Now you are a regular user. Now you can see logout. Now you are not a root user. Alright, now you have to do cd $cd means change directory. Change directory means like if I want to uh, go back in Windows, how can I do that? I can press this back button, so I am back. Alright, but in Linux there is a command change directory. Change directory means to change directory. As you all know that directory is term of Linux and folder is term of Windows. So single dot means current directory. This is current directory which I'm in. This is current directory, and double dot means to go previous directory. Double dot means previous directory. So you have to change. Cd means change directory, change previous directory. Alright. So if you run this command, now you can see that you are in home. Alright. As I already told you in my first video that all users are created in your this home directory. As you can see, Alice, Bob, Eve, these are regular users. So I am right now regular user. As you can see, this is regular user, so it exists in home directory. Now if you run again that command cd double dot, now you can see that this is changed to slash, which means this is your top level root directory. If you run ls, now you can see that bin dev home lib64. Alright, let me show you. Bin dev and your sbin temp user and your lib64 is also there, but not on this diagram, as I already talked about here. Lib64 you can see here. Alright, so everything exists here, and there is your sbin root opt media lib etc boot, as I already talked about these. Etc boot home root run sbin temp user where they all exist here. Now you can see that temp is there also, var is also there, user is also there, sys is also there. In later videos I will talk about each and every directory in detail. So if you want to go again to your current user EC2, how you can do that? cd again change directory, and you have to write home because all your user exists in home. Now you are in home, you can do ls ec2 is your user, as I already told you. So now what you have to do, ls cd ec2 hyphen user. Alright, so now I am in my, so I am logged in as a root user, not a root user, or as a ec2 user. If you want to log in as a root user, you have to write this command sudo -i. Now as you can see that I am a root user. Now root @IP is same. Alright, if you want to create an empty file, how you can do that? There is a command for that as well. There is a command touch your file name, which file you want to create. You have to give name. Now I have to give name file2. Alright, let me do ls. Now you can see that file2 also exists here. So now let me see what is there in my file2. So there is your cat command. Alright, so now let's see what is in file2. Now you can see that there is nothing because this is your empty file. Touch command creates your empty file, and if you run like this cat, there is a command cat, you can use like this as well, cat file2, and now you can add some content like this. Please stop ec2 instance after doing practice. Alright, so now you have to go to next line by pressing enter. Now it's time to go out from this file. Now I am in that file. Now you have to go out of that file2. How you can do that? By pressing ctrl+d. Now I am out of that file. If you want to check what is content in my file. First you have to check what all stuff I have. File1, file2, new folder. Alright, now you have to check what is in file2. Previously it was blank. Now I have added content, as you all can see here. Alright, this is to append, this is to add. These two greater than signs means to add. Alright, now there is a command, same command, cat file2. Now you can see that line is added in this blank file. How you can use this cat command like this for checking stuff in these files, and to add stuff in the files, and to create a non-empty file. Alright, I hope this video finds you beneficial. So please share this video to your friends who are preparing for Linux admin, system admin, DevOps engineer in any domain where Linux is used widely. So share to those friends. Alright, I think that is about for today, and I will be meet you in my next video with some more basic commands.